Ahsoka Episode 3 finally showed a flock of Purrgil in action, and here's everything you need to know about Star Wars' magnificent space whales. George Lucas understood he needed a way for starships to travel faster than light when he invented Star Wars. He created hyperspace, a mysterious dimension into which ships can jump to travel at incredible speeds, as an inspiration for Isaac Asimov's Foundation novels. At first, it appeared that only starships could traverse hyperspace. That meant that many people were as shocked and happy as Grogu was in The Mandalorian, Season 3, Episode 1, when he saw a flock of Purrgil in hyperspace. In Star Wars, there are species capable of naturally jumping into hyperspace, just as there are life forms in space. They're uncommon since most starships don't provide their pilots, or co-pilots, with the kind of 360-degree view that Grogu has at his station in Din Djarin's N-1 starfighter. They have, however, been a part of Star Wars for many years, are a significant part of galactic history, and are now at the center of Ahsoka's thrilling storyline. Purrgil, Star Wars hyperspace whales, what are they? The Purrgil are a semi-sentient species of space whales who use hyperspace to travel between the stars. They were first introduced in the animated Star Wars Rebels TV series. They build their own hyperspace tunnels, known as Simu tunnels, and their migration patterns carry them to worlds rich in a rare gas known as Cluzon-36, which they consume. The Purrgil, as beautiful as they are considered dangerous by most navigators.
Haven't seen those creatures since the day Ezra disappeared.
Din Djarin is lucky his Naboo-1 starfighter didn't get knocked out of hyperspace because the animals are blissfully unaware of the ships that travel faster than light. Most Purrgil are only the size of a small spacecraft, but the Purrgil Ultra subspecies can grow to be the size of an Imperial Star Destroyer. They generally migrate in groups, which have been given many names, such as flocks, swarms, and even pods. Each gang is commanded by a Purrgil king, a huge, mostly male monster who appears to direct their path. Even in the Star Wars world, hyperspace remains a mystery. Hence, the nature of Purrgil hyperspace transit is hotly contested. They are known to travel through Simu tunnels, which are generated when their bodies metabolize Cluzon-36 into hyperspace fuel. Purrgil are a genuine navigational hazard because these Simu tunnels can intersect other hyperspace pathways and sometimes cross over major commercial routes. Fortunately, some sources show that Purrgil migrate in predictable patterns, which implies they may be avoided. In The Mandalorian, Season 3, Episode 1, Din Djarin certainly strayed too close to one of these migration pathways. Purrgil has actually traversed the galaxies. According to the Ahsoka Disney Plus TV show, Purrgil migration paths genuinely transcend the vacuum between galaxies. It's long been assumed that Purrgil inspired the first hyperspace travelers, but it now appears that these ancient humans were not from the primary Star Wars galaxy at all. Morgan Elsbeth has recovered an ancient star map, and Ahsoka's credits display it, hyperspace paths that trace the Purrgil migrations and chart the journey to Peridea. It appears that travelers crossed the intergalactic abyss long ago by following the lines defined by Purrgil. Jedi and Sith wayfinders inspired by Purrgil. Sith wayfinders, an ancient technology that allowed the Sith to find their long-lost readout of Exegol, were introduced in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. The film never detailed how these worked, but the wayfinders were inspired by research into how Purrgil navigate hyperspace, according to the Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker Visual Dictionary. The explanation makes logical since traveling into hyperspace requires intricate navigational computations, which Purrgil accomplish instinctively. It's probable that Morgan Elsbeth's star map in Ahsoka was obtained using comparable methods.